Japan currently welcomes people from many countries worldwide to work in Japan. In October 2020, foreign nationals working in Japan exceeded 1.72 million people. In 2020, JICA established the Japan Platform for Migrant Workers towards a Responsible and Inclusive Society. JP Murai is promoting an environment where foreign nationals can work with peace of mind. Those who have worked in Japan say there were various positive things about their experience.
日本人は必ず相手のことを考えて、行動する、勉強になれることがいっぱいあると思います。
中国がとてもいいと思いますよ。わからないことがあってもすごい熱心で教えていただきました。
However, there are cases such as a lower salary than expected, or that workers had to borrow a lot of money to come to Japan, which made matters difficult, or that communication at the workplace did not go well due to a lack of preparation. Let's take a look at 4 things that will help you gather the necessary information so that you can prepare to select a working style that suits you. Hello everyone, my name is Take. My parents say that it would be good for me to go to work in Japan, but I wonder if that's really true. Can I really go to Japan and work there?
Nice to meet you, Take. My name is Anne, and I have worked in Japan. Let me explain things to you. Before coming to Japan to work, a foreign national needs to select a status of residence that will allow them to reside in Japan. There is a total of 29 statuses of residence for foreign nationals. The following 3 are the most common for people working in Japan. Also, some come with the status of student and also work in Japan. By accumulating experience in Japan, you can also upgrade to a more specialized status. Your work and career path will differ according to your status. Let's take a closer look.
I think I heard that my cousin went to Japan for technical intern training. That's when you can earn money while learning skills, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. TI training is a status of residence for learning technical skills while working. Technical intern training is a system for acquiring the skills of a Japanese company through on-the-job training. It is a type of international cooperation that Japan offers. The objective is to enable the acquisition of skills that can be used after returning home. It involves work that requires skills. When you want to do TI training, you will not apply directly to a Japanese company for training. Companies recruit their TI trainees through supervising organizations in Japan. The majority of supervising organizations are cooperative associations, often called a cooperative. The supervising organization provides recruitment agencies in your country with details related to vacancies. Japanese companies conduct interviews through recruitment agencies or supervising organizations. If you pass the interview, you can apply for a status of residence. Then, you become a technical intern trainee once the application is approved. TI trainees undergo 6 months to 1 year of Japanese language training before going to Japan. Once in Japan, they receive a month of training from a supervising organization before starting at their company. Once you start, you cannot change companies. While working at the company, TI trainees maintain contact with the supervising organization. If you have any problems, you can consult someone at your workplace or the supervising organization. In many instances, the internship is for 3 years, but some end after only about a year. Be sure to confirm the duration before undergoing an interview. The first year is called Technical Intern Training 1, and second and third year are called Technical Intern Training 2. 3-year internships involve an exam partway through year 1. If you pass, you can go on to the second year. After 3 years, you may be able to train in Japan for another 2 years in Technical Intern Training 3 if you pass another exam. Apart from that, if you successfully complete Technical Intern Training 2, you become eligible for a status of residence called Specified Skilled Worker. One way to get this is to pass a National Trade Skill Test or a Technical Intern Training Evaluation Test in the 3rd year of training. While there are other ways, passing those tests is a clear way to show the skills that you have acquired. So be sure to acquire skills while on the job so that you can pass such exams.
So, the advantage of technical intern training is that you can acquire skills while working in Japan.
Exactly. Also, you can feel secure knowing you can receive support from your company and also from the recruitment agency and supervising organization.
So, can you tell me more about Specified Skilled Worker?
Specified Skilled Worker is a new status of residence that was introduced in April 2019. Specified Skilled Workers can work in 14 specified industry fields, including nursing care or the care of the elderly, office cleaning management, and so on. Knowledge or experience in the respective field is required. Unlike technical intern training, you are required to demonstrate the ability to do the work immediately. There are 2 ways to acquire the status of residence as a specified skilled worker. The first is to complete Technical Intern Training 2. And the second is to sit and pass the Japanese language and skills exams in your own country or in Japan. Unlike technical intern training, a recruitment agency is not necessarily involved. Instead, a company or registered support organization provides you with support in the process of recruitment, as well as your stay in Japan. The approved term of Specified Skilled Worker 1 is 1 year, 6 months, or 4 months. The terms can be renewed for a total stay of up to 5 years. However, you cannot bring your family. Specified Skilled Worker 2 is a status of residence for performing work requiring a higher level of skill. This can be obtained by passing a skill test that is more difficult than for 1. Working longer than 5 years is also possible. If certain conditions are met, applying for permanent residence or bringing your family to Japan is also possible. While technical intern training is a system for on-the-job training, the specialized skilled worker status involves the ability to do the work immediately.
If I can live in Japan for a long time and also be with my family, then I want to do my best to get Specialized Skilled Worker 2.
That sounds good. Now let's look at Engineer Specialist in Humanities International Services. Engineer Specialist in Humanities International Services is a status for engaging in highly specialized work, utilizing specialist knowledge acquired at the university level. An example of work in engineer is as a technical engineer, while specialist in humanities could be work in corporate planning or marketing. International services could mean a job that requires international backgrounds, like an interpreter. The required education level is graduation from a university or college in Japan or in your own country, or from a specialist course in Japan. However, Japanese language schools are excluded. Even without formal education, you can qualify with 3 to 10 years of experience. A Japanese language skill level of about JLPT N3 is practically necessary for the International Services status. To work under the status of Engineer Specialist in Humanities International Services, you need to apply for a job with a company in Japan. To find a job, you can search online, participate in a job fair, or register with a recruitment agency. There are also international students who apply to a Japanese company before graduating from vocational schools, colleges, or universities, then switch to this status after graduation if they are successful in finding a job. Periods of stay are 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, and 3 months, which can be renewed. Families can also accompany the person in Japan. Unlike technical intern training and specified skilled worker, a feature of this status is the ability to do specialized work.
So, if I first study Japanese and then go to Japan and study at a vocational school, junior college, or university, then I might be able to qualify? That would cost a lot of money. So I should work while I'm studying in Japan?
No, that's not the case. Some people say that you can work part-time in Japan and send money back home while going to school, but that is not completely correct. It's an important point, so let's take a closer look. As a general rule, work is not permitted under the student status of residence. However, if you receive permission to engage in activity other than that permitted under the status of residence previously granted, you will be allowed to work part-time or as an intern for up to 28 hours per week. But working more than 28 hours a week is not legally permitted. That makes it very difficult to work and send money back home while studying. The period of stay for student status will be specified by the Minister of Justice for each case within a period that does not exceed 4 years, 3 months. Extension of the period of stay is possible if the student advances to a higher institution or level. If, however, a person works longer than 28 hours per week, and this is discovered during a residence examination, an extension will not be approved. A fiscal 2019 JASO survey showed that 36% of international students who graduated from various schools in Japan found jobs in Japan. Meanwhile, 7% of those who graduated from Japanese language schools gained employment, while 76% went on to vocational schools or universities. Anyone considering studying in Japan should check this guidebook, available on the Japan Student Service Association (JASO) website. It contains detailed information in a variety of languages.
So, the work you can do and the required education and Japanese language level differ according to status of residence.
The length of time that you can work in Japan, as well as whether your family can join you, also differ.
It's important to think carefully about what work I should do in Japan to help me with future skills and how I want to live. It's also important to do research on statuses of residence so that I can choose one that's best for me.